Mayor of East Youngstown finally closes the saloons.
It escalates and the guns come out.
A shot is fired from the crowd.
Brickbats start flying.
Shots fired indiscriminately.
Basically, they burn down the business district of East Youngstown.
Let's start with the situation of the United States not being in the First World War, but its economy being affected by the First World War.
We were certainly supplying the combatants, the belligerents as they would have called it then.
The supply of workers immigrating from Europe has been cut off because of German submarine activity.
So steel company profits naturally were soaring, and the workers who were making basically about 19.5 cents an hour wanted a raise to 25 cents an hour.
The immediate trigger is a walkout of unskilled laborers at the tube mills at Republic Steel.
The strike then eventually spread to the Youngstown Sheet and Tube Company.
What they're looking for are a couple of improvements in their wages and working conditions.
This is an era where it was very difficult, hard work. There was very few safety precautions, and they men worked 12-hour days. And if you had to go from the night shift to the day shift or the reverse, in order to do that, you had to work 24 hours. You had to work around the clock. The men called that the long turn.
On the 7th of January, things begin to happen. There's a report that of the crowd that is gathering outside the north gate to East Youngstown. This is at Wilson Avenue. A shot is fired from the crowd toward the bridge that leads into the Youngstown Sheet and Tube plant.
Brickbats start flying. The company had hired a bunch of off-duty policemen as guards, and they're protecting the plant, and eventually they start throwing smoke bombs into the crowd that was amassed there picketing.
Crowd gets bigger. Guards at the gate, they begin firing not just at the group of people who are massing in their immediate front, but they begin apparently, or reportedly, firing indiscriminately in all directions.
Their shooting sets off a riot on the part of the strikers, and basically they burn down the business district of East Youngstown.
National Guard comes in early Saturday morning.
They found there was about $500,000 worth of damage done to the businesses in downtown East Youngstown. And that would be $500,000 in 1916, not in 2016, which would be a lot more than that.
We find that those who were still on strike among the unskilled workers, by maybe Wednesday of that week, are willing to accept a settlement.
Strike's over. They did get a small increase to 22 cents an hour, the basic rate, prevailing wage, but they didn't get everything they wanted. Obviously did not get their a union recognized.
In terms of consumer price inflation versus wage increases, meant real wage declines for a number of workers. So companies needed to address that issue, and they also found that they needed to perhaps address issues related to how they managed a multi-ethnic, diverse workforce, and tried to find policies that would diffuse some of the tension that was bound to arise in the economic conditions of 1915 and 1916.